could refer some great candidates, it might get easier or increase the chances of getting selected into Wipro.
Yeah, definitely there is a referral program.
Do they update about these positions? But yeah, like we have Atharv and he'll tell you all ki kab khul rahi hai positions, so like you should follow him definitely.
काम कम करने के लिए ही बैठा हूँ ना मैं यहाँ पे लोगों का तो
Because it's a part-time
जहाँ
interview.
पैसा मिलेगा वहाँ चले जाएंगे.
Exactly.
I think most of us will not know this thing that Wipro has a full form also. Hey guys, welcome back to SciTech. So today we have Chandan with us. Welcome Chandan.
Hi Aravi.
And he will be walking us through the interview process of Wipro.
Hi, so Chandan, let's begin with a little introduction. Can you tell us a little about your background?
Hi everyone, I'm Chandan Sharma. I'm from Chhattisgarh. I'm 2021 passed out. I pursued my BTech degree in Information Technology from Vellore Institute of Technology. And after that, I got placement on campus in Wipro. If we talk about the on-campus procedure, then in on-campus, we usually have a portal, our college portal. In that, we have to submit our CV. And based on that, usually whatever the qualification the company asks, based on that, the college shortlisted the student, and based on that, we got a call or a link for that particular company's exams link. Yeah. First round was basically an online examination, like online assessment. In that, first round was based on aptitude. In that, we have verbal, which basically there was approximate 16 questions, and we get usually time for each question 1.5 minutes. Okay, and after that we have a quantitative reasoning section, which we usually have 13 questions, and then logical reasoning, so which consists of 12 questions. And after that, we have a break of 5 or 10 minutes, and after that we have a coding round, second round for the online assessment, which consists of 2 questions. So in coding round, the questions are like quite basic. If you are thorough with the basics like strings, array, or decision making, looping, functions, so based on that, the coding round is all about. And the coding round is for 1 hour.
Okay, 1 hour, and how many questions are there in that 1 hour?
2 questions.
1 hour, 2 questions. That sounds doable.
Yeah.
Great. Once you are done with this interview, after how long did you get the response? Ki, hey, you're getting your interview scheduled and stuff.
Basically, within 1 week, we get a call for the interview, technical interview. In the technical interview, they basically the most common question is that introduce me about yourself. So that's a very first question in every interview round. You talk about the technical or in the HR interview, and after that, they will go through your CV, and based on that, they will ask you questions. It might be possible that they can ask from project, or if you are lucky, then they might ask you basic questions based on computer subjects like computer networks, database management, and OOPS concept. So very basic questions that they ask. In my case, they mostly focused on the project one. So I built a project on the big data. So I thoroughly explained what my particular project was. And also in technical round, they usually try to understand like what the candidates, like if the candidates have the knowledge about the current new technologies or not. He asked me about the blockchaining and artificial intelligence, machine learning, so this kind of thing. He's also asked me about the SAP. If you know SAP, what is SAP is, and also he asked me about Salesforce. So I told whatever the knowledge I had at that time about Salesforce. I told that Salesforce is like CRM kind of terminology, which usually help us to get a proper knowledge about customer relationship management. So this is what
Mm-hmm.
all about the technical interview. And after that, after within 3 or 2 days, I got a call for HR interview because there are like many candidates. So sometimes it got delayed, but you will usually get call within 40 days for the HR. And HR was like the coolest interview, coolest and the easiest interview because the interviewer she was like very cool and calm. She was very frank and she asked me like normal questions like first tell me about yourself, where you're from, and like whatever your hobbies are, like that. So you don't have too much stress about that. And she also asked me like what basic terminology, like what is the full form of Wipro. So I was not that much confirmed of that at that time, but I was knew like what the Wipro stand for. So Wipro basically stand for Western India Products. So it's
Wow.
totally provide the knowledge about
I
Wipro.
think
And
most of
she also
us will not know this thing that Wipro has a full form also.
yeah, exactly. At the first, like I also got surprised like how this question came up. And also she asked me like, are you willing to relocate to various parts of India? So obviously we all going to say yes because it's a part-time
जहाँ पैसा
interview.
मिलेगा वहाँ चले जाएंगे.
Exactly. She asked me about like who's the founder of Wipro. So
Hmm.
HM Premji, he's like actually the founder of Wipro. So this is all about the interview experience what I have. And after 1 month, 1.5 month, I get the confirmation that I got selected. So it took 1.5 months because
Wow.
it was a very difficult time for all of us because in 2020 I gave my interview in the month
Hmm.
of November. So it was a COVID time. So it take a little bit time for get the confirmation. And after that, I got the offer letter in I guess March. Yeah, that's all about the interview experience of mine.
Yeah, and
Wow.
when was your joining date? Like you got the offer letter in March, and when did you join?
I joined in July, mid of July.
और also
हाँ,
मतलब from your interview I think the major giveaway is that you need to know about the company that you're interviewing for. A lot of the
exactly.
candidates they इतनी कंपनीज के लिए अप्लाई करते हैं कि वो उनके सब्जेक्ट्स तो क्लियर होते हैं पर कंपनी के बारे में जिसके लिए अप्लाई कर रहे हैं उसके लिए क्लियर नहीं होता. सो अ बेसिक रूल ऑफ थंब इज यू शुड नो मोर अबाउट द पर्सन हु इज टेकिंग योर इंटरव्यू.
Yeah, yeah. I
उसको
also
भी सरप्राइज
suggest
कर दो विथ योर नॉलेज कि
exactly.
ये था. तो दैट्स अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग. मेरे को याद है जब मैं एचएसबीसी के लिए इंटरव्यू के लिए प्रिपेयर कर रहा था तो द पर्सन आस्क्ड मी अबाउट एचएसबीसी. तो आई वेंट कंप्लीटली मतलब मैंने पूरी हिस्ट्री पढ़ी हुई थी कि 1800s में कौन से ईयर में स्टार्ट हुआ था, कौन से में क्या हुआ था, कहाँ से क्या एक्सपैंड किया, ये किया. दैट पर्सन वाज शॉक्ड, इम्प्रेस पीपल विद दैट नॉलेज. ये
Yeah,
काफी मेजर गिव अवे है फ्रॉम.
first impression is the last impression, I can see. And
एग्जैक्टली
also,
एग्जैक्टली.
I would like to suggest the experience that before the interviews, like technical or HR interview, just get a bit, little bit idea about the particular company. Just go through their pages and get more about like what companies, how it started, what's their ideology basically. So this will give you a chance.
Right. Ideology is certainly very important. For example, companies like Amazon, they insist a lot on the leadership principles. तुम्हारे हर आंसर में दे विल ट्राई टू सी कि वो 14 लीडरशिप प्रिंसिपल्स से मैच कर रहे हैं कि नहीं कर रहे. सो उसमें लोग कोशिश यही करते हैं कि मैक्सिमम लीडरशिप प्रिंसिपल्स अपने आंसर में घुसाए. तो आइडियोलॉजी, योर आइडियोलॉजी शुड अलाइन विद द आइडियोलॉजी ऑफ द कंपनी. दैट इज अनदर वेरी गुड पॉइंट दैट यू मेंशनड.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, I think that you should be very thorough with your resume as well. Like ऐसा नहीं कि कुछ भी लिख दिया resume में. You should know your projects in the resume which you have written.
Yeah, exactly. Because I have few of my friends like who try to create like random. They have mentioned random projects. They took help from GitHub and then they thorough like they just read about like what the objective of a particular project and they mentioned that particular project in CV. But the interviewer is more intelligent and more far ahead from you. So you have to be very careful. You have to be very thorough. Don't try to pretend or like provide any false project. And you should also must be very thorough with like whatever the skills you have mentioned, because if you're in the coding or like in the skills you have mentioned that public speaking or leadership skills, so they might ask you any question related to that. They might give you a particular scenario of, if you say that I'm good with leadership, they will provide a particular scenario, then you have to answer that particular thing. And if you try to provide any random skills like Java or Python, so they might ask both questions, so you may get in trouble. So be very careful with that. Don't try to fool the interview because they are more experienced than you, so we have to must be aware with that.
समझ आ जाता है इंटरव्यूअर को कि कहाँ तुम्हारी वीकेस्ट लिंक है, कहाँ तुमने
हाँ,
बस
exactly.
तुमने एक दिन काम किया होगा और तुमने उसमें लिख दिया तो वो चीज समझ आ जाती है। और एक बार अगर उनको वीक लिंक समझ आ गई तो वो उसी वीक पॉइंट पे बार बार प्रेस करेंगे until you give up.
And you will feeling like embarrassing because काफी
हाँ।
शर्मिंदगी महसूस होती कि like I'm not good at this particular thing and he's keep asking me that particular questions.
बस यार आगे बढ़ो यार, मतलब आप दूसरा क्वेश्चन भी पूछ लो, अच्छे अच्छे प्रोजेक्ट्स किए हुए हैं मैंने, इसी क्यों अटके हुए हैं, वो फीलिंग आती है अंदर।
So, like, I think many of our viewers will be interested in this question. Like, what was your CTC when you joined?
So yeah, they provide us CTC basic 5.5 lakh, and they also said that we will be getting a joiners bonus of 1 lakh, which was will be provided us after completing the 1 year tenure in this particular company. So after 1 year, we will be getting 6.5 lakh. Firstly, they will provide you the latest version of laptops, so you don't have to worry about that. You will be getting what will be the latest version in the market there is, and also they provide
तो
some
मतलब
kind of
i7 होंगे लैपटॉप्स, ज्यादा रैम्स होंगी एंड दैट
Exactly.
लोगों को उसमें मजा आता है। मतलब शुरुआत में तो वही फील आती है यार कौन सा लैपटॉप देंगे यार, कि ऐसा ना हो कि अपने जैसा अभी करंट वाला हो, अच्छा उसको यूज करने में मजा आनी चाहिए। दैट्स गुड।
हाँ, वो सस्पेंस टाइप का क्वेश्चन होता है, बट यूजुअली दे प्रोवाइड लेटेस्ट वर्जन बिकॉज दैट्स व्हाट देयर प्रोजेक्ट रिक्वायरमेंट्स आर, so
Right.
they can't provide you a lower version or something. And also they provide some kind of discount in digital gadgets or even in shoppings or something, so they provide
अच्छा।
you 5 or 10% discount for the corporates like who are going to be the part of the Big Four.
वाओ, तो मतलब even if you're buying your own personal gadget, you will get a 5 to 10% discount. Let's say अगर मेरे को आईफोन खरीदना है वगैरह तो उसमें भी कुछ मिलेगा क्या?
हाँ, yeah, you can redeem that particular. There is some kind of site from where you can buy, and you can redeem that particular voucher or discount.
सही है यार, अपन पर्सनल गैजेट्स के उसमें भी यूजुअली अ लॉट ऑफ कंपनीज डोंट डू दैट। मतलब वो गैजेट्स प्रोवाइड कर देंगे बट अपन को पर्सनल चीजें खरीदनी है तो उसमें डिस्काउंट्स एंड सच थिंग्स, दैट्स ऑसम, दैट्स अ गुड बेनिफिट।
Yeah, and also they have like collaboration with many online courses. I would say that they are a collaboration with Udemy and also the Business Harvard. So you can,
Sure.
if you want to upgrade your skills side by side, apart from the project or about from your training, then you can do that, and you will surely get the certification and everything. So basically, I will say for they will definitely going to encourage you if you want. If you're very willing to upgrade your skills or want to upgrade your mindsets or anything, so they are going to help.
So that's awesome. मतलब company is paying you to upskill yourself. मतलब once if you are upskilling yourself, company का तो फायदा है ही, plus आपका resume भी काफी अच्छा improve हो रहा है. You'll get certifications and courses and that in your resume. So that's a really good added benefit. You have some tips for the people who are preparing for Wipro?
Yeah, surely I have. First, I would like to say that the most important thing is your CV. Don't try to mention any random things in your CV. So make it very proper, and you should be very thoroughly know what you have put in your CV. First thing, and second thing, you should be very good at aptitude part, because that's a very first stage of clearing the coding online assessment round. So you should be very thorough with the aptitude. maybe it's logical listening, quantitative, verbal, whatever. You can, like, there are many courses online, or you can also prefer many YouTube channels, because for my preparation, I prepare for Prep Insta, or for basic tips comes, I prepare from Java team. You can do that. And also in the HR interview, you don't have to be very much stressed. Just be chill and be yourself. That's a very important thing. You don't have to be very much stressed about anything. And surely you're going
Amazing.
to crack the interview. Yeah, currently my role in this particular Wipro is I'm playing a role of project engineer, and I'm working on Salesforce technology.
Okay. So you joined as this, or did you get promoted to this or changed to this later on?
No, I joined as a project engineer. I'm currently as a project engineer till now.
Amazing. That's awesome.
So, like, are there any referral programs in Wipro which are there?
Yeah,
that will be I'm telling you, this is the most weighted question, because a lot of the people, they want to know how they can apply offline, off campus. है ना, on campus तो चीजें काफी simple हो जाती हैं, but Wipro doesn't visit all the campuses. So off campus के लिए apply करने के लिए, it might be really helpful if there's a referral program through which, if you could refer some great candidates, it might get easier or increase their chances of getting selected into Wipro.
Yeah, definitely there is a referral program, but the restriction is that the referral program is based on like particular position. If you open up a particular position, if you have experience for that particular position, then I can you can approach me or like anyone from the Wipro, and surely we will going to refer you.
That's amazing. So basically, अगर referral चाहिए, तो they need to be very clear with which position they are applying for. अगर कोई open है या नहीं है.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly.
तो एक इसके लिए काम करते हैं, मतलब we'll try to make a Google form जिसमें if people are interested, they can just fill that form and whatever fields that you mention is necessary, and then we'll forward that form to you, and if you find some great candidates, you can maybe refer them for those positions. Sounds great?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
And,
So इससे एक और giveaway है, एक और इस point से चीज निकल के आती है, that you need to be very open with the Wipro's positions which are coming up. कौन सी position के लिए open हो रहा है, क्या हो रहा है, so you need to be very updated. So if you haven't been following me on LinkedIn, you should. I post job updates every single day कि कौन सी companies के क्या हैं, ये हैं, तो be very updated with the industry.
Do they update about these positions? But yeah, like we have Atharv and he'll tell you all ki kab khul rahi hai position, so like you should follow him definitely.
काम कम करने के लिए बैठा हूँ ना मैं यहाँ पे लोगों का तो Definitely. And actually you're doing a very great job because helping people getting like what the interviews questions or like what company usually asks, give a proper idea, proper overview like how it's going to be in the company's interviews.
Thank you so much, Chandan. Yeah, I'll actually need the support of everyone. I just want to make sure that the reach increases and make sure a lot of people benefit from this job postings and interviews and interview experiences and everything. So thank you so much for taking out the time today. If you have anything additional for the candidates or something, feel free to mention now.
Yeah, I just want to say that be yourself and be thorough with the like basics concept. Maybe computer networks or OOPS concept or any database management kind of subjects. Be very thorough, and also operating system. So this kind of basic subjects we should be very thorough with that. And if you talk about the coding part, then you should be very thorough about the basics like strings, array, looping, and conditional things and everything. It's going to really help you. And also, I would like to add that in some companies like TCS and Wipro, they provide an edge if the person has the certification. Suppose if you have a certification in particular technology, then you may have a chance, like edge as compared to other candidates.
That's a really interesting point.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Arvi, over to
Yeah.
you.
So, like, to conclude, I would like to say to all of my viewers that please do check out the description box. We'll be posting 2 links over there. One will be, if you want to get referred, you should fill the form which is there for referral. But if you want to share your experience of any company, please do fill the form, and we will reach out to you, and you can share your interview experience with like so many people and help them. So please do fill the form, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe the channel.